Shalom, shalom. Okay, Khan. So yeah, shalom, shalom. Okay, so all praise and honor and glory be to Heavenly Father in the name of His Son, Yahweh Bashim Shah. Shah Yahweh, Wahab Bashim the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Shah for the Holy Spirit. Shah for the Holy Spirit. For giving me, which gives me utterance and has given me utterance once more to do another lesson in hope that it can be deemed another effort to exhort, edify, and admonish the flock and sheep, true believers of Yahweh Bashim Shah, and all truth and sincerity. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, but hopefully we let, elder apostles slated to be saved, chiefly starting with those great church. Okay. And that's the spirit. It just popped up. Anyway, down and double honor and peace and blessings to you brothers, the younger brothers, younger apostles on down, slated to be saved, doing his work, hoping to be saved, doing his work, to the sincerity, diligence. Much peace and many blessings to the believers. All right. Men, women, and children of the Israelite race out here, consisting of so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Indians, the Afro, scattered abroad. All right. Shalom to the elect and 1/3. So let's jump straight into this. This is the 102nd volume of Up and Adam, but that's not the point. The point being, I had a spiritual dream. It was pretty much, all a big sequence, man. In which it was a clear message that the Lord, was trying to get across, because, it was highly spiritual. And I was going to speak on it yesterday, but the way things played out, I was like, nah, I'm going to hold on it. Then I was trying to meditate on it. But then the way everything played out, it made me look like, dang, should I have spoke on it? But I know it's just perfect, better time than now, because now it just makes more sense. So this is going to be regarding Sirach, the 20th chapter, which I believe that dream was referencing. Okay, Sirach, the 20th chapter, and the 27th verse: a wise man shall promote himself to honor with his words, and he that hath understanding will please great men. Okay, so just going into that, basically what happened in the dream was, I was sitting down, sanctuary, bedroom, whatever. And the elder Gabar, the elder apostle Gabar, he was in the dream, and myself and two of the brothers that I labor with, the brother the War, and the brother, in fact, three brothers, the brother the War, the brother Nakaya, and the brother Tazabah. And pretty much, I'm going to try to remember it as best as possible. Basically, in the dream, he was in front, and I was behind the brothers, and the brothers, they was like their desk. And the elder, the bar, he was sitting in his seat. you know, the single seat. You know, brothers remember like middle school, the little blue plastic chairs you would sit at. That'd be like at the in the computer lab or something like that. And the brothers would basically sitting there like at like a high school desk, I say. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, high school, college desk or something, right? But anyway, and that's all, you know, need for detail, you know, all that stuff, you know, symbolic. But nonetheless, I was sitting behind the brothers, and I don't know if I was like kneeling or uh, sitting or something, but he basically was man, I'm mad I didn't speak on it yesterday because I can remember the words he was saying and everything. Lord willing to come back, but nonetheless, he was basically going over the scriptures, and he was talking about certain things, breaking down certain things, he was saying certain things, and getting certain points across, you know, and obviously he was doing it with animation, which is through the spirit, you know what I'm saying? So, and to tell you that the spirit speaks expressly. So everything that the spirit has goes on, it be for a reason. It's accurate. It's exactly how it's supposed to be for a reason, you know, to get a point across. And I think that's the elder, long story short, the elder went on to like call for a scripture. And it's like brothers want to catch on or something like that. And basically he called for the scripture and no one said anything. No one was like, I got it or anything. Brothers just kept sitting there. But everybody went to the scripture and was like looking around. And then you could kind of tell that brothers knew they should have said something. Like basically it was, you know, spirit in the air, like brothers know they should say something towards, you know, not an awkwardness, or brothers didn't know whether to say something, you know what I'm saying? And then brothers intentionally was not saying something. They was just looking at other brothers, you know what I'm saying? Or basically playing with the elder Gabar as if he was playing something. So I ended up saying something. I'm like, say you got it or something. Somebody had said, I'm like, go ahead and get it. Like he wants you to, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm picking up on the nuances and the things. Uh, and pretty much he was looking like, before I did that, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but, you know, he was just looking like, is anybody gonna, I was like, yo, you know? And I'm like, he wants you to, you know? And then basically, it calmed them down. You know what I'm saying? It calmed them down because it say, the scriptures tell us how, you know, a soft word, you know, pacified, you know, great anger. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can get that. Yeah. Nah, that ain't. Nah, it's a soft answer. That's a gift. But a gift could be a word too, right? Okay, let's see. Soft answer. Yeah, Proverbs 15:1. A soft answer turn it away wrath. But grievous words stir up anger. Yeah, grievous words is lies. The doctrine, the spirit of the so-called white man. I would say in Isaiah the 10th chapter, he decreed grievous, you know, decrees or something like that. Paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what grievous is synonymous with. You know what I'm saying? It's just being completely off. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, the soft answer will have to be, uh, this is like dealing with, you know, just being right, being on point. You know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, how you're supposed to be. You know, matter of fact, let's get that word right there. That word. Soft. So I want to keep it simple. I could go into, you know, Bakah. Okay, that's the word. All right. And if you accept, get off the video. It's not for you. Anyway, it's Outline of biblical uses: tender, soft, delicate. Tender, weak of heart, timid, soft of word, gentle words. Okay, let's see. It says weak, faint-hearted, soft, tender, and we ain't supposed to be faint-hearted, so I'm gonna keep going. It say tender, spoken of little children, of cattle, of young and tender flesh. Okay, let's see. So pretty much on the up and up, we've spoken of little children. These are men that have started over. Because it says what in the second verse, the tongue of the wise, right? Use it knowledge aright. And that's given to the first part of the verse. Just like what's given to the first part of verse 1 is a soft answer, turning away wrath. And the first part of verse 2, it says the tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright. See, so that soft answer will have to be on point. And then the second part of the first verse is but grievous words stir up anger. And then the second part of the second verse is but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. So I'll read them through. Proverbs 15:1, a soft answer turneth away wrath, but the grievous words stir up anger. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge aright, but the mouth of fools pours out foolishness. So pretty much that soft answer will have to be synonymous with the tongue of the wise, and it's turning away wrath because it knows how to pretty much when something is something soft should be on point. You see what I'm saying? It should be basically you being delicate. You know, you're properly handling it, because that's what the word soft did go into, which is rakah. I ended up clicking the wrong thing, so by the spirit. Anyway, let me go back, making sure that something else as well. But yeah, delicate, you know, delicate. Okay. And then I go back to what the brother that is tender and delicate among you, you know, who you supposed to love, man. You know, deal with the right way. He's not gonna be evil towards his brother. You see that? So that's the soft answer goes into being tender and delicate, basically being on point, not being evil. You see, being on point, being right, being righteous. So that when we go to delicate, it says very fine in texture or structure, and intricate workmanship or quality. Okay, so yeah, intricate. It says what? It says, man, it says, when you go into the word delicate, it says, third definition, requiring sensitive, right? Can you pick up on these things? Or careful handling, right? It says what? Delicate negotiations. For example, in parentheses, bulletin point is what? Of a person or an action tactful and considerate. You see, of a person or an action tactful and considerate. So ultimately, a soft answer is when you're being, it's like a massage. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's like a massage, man. It's delicate and it's very tactful. You see, and it's very considerate because you will be soft in certain areas because you're considering, what may be there. You know, what certain pressure points what could trigger, and through the massage, aka the soft answer, you will be able to offset that, put that off. You see, turn away that grief. So basically, that's what happened in the dream, man. You see what I'm saying? That soft answer, and that was really just being what, tactful and considerate. You know that the elders, she's moving, so let them know you there. Like let them know you alert, you here, and we ain't playing games. You serious. You see what I'm saying? Acknowledge these certain things and just be on point. Ultimately, what, have some understanding. And when that happened, he was like, he chilled. You see what I'm saying? But that, I feel like that dream, I believe that dream, goes into a whole lot that I won't try to say it, sit on here and say it. More I got to meditate on. But pretty much, It was all spiritual. Okay, so that's what the soft answer is dealing with. Period. Okay. Uh, and then we go into verse 2. The tongue of the wise uses knowledge of right, but the mouth of fools poureth out foolishness. But anyway, going back into this, Sirach 20:27, a wise man, see, shall promote himself to honor with his words. You see that? And he that hath understanding will please great men. And that's pretty much what this thing is about. You know, it's about having understanding. And pretty much, I had this dream before this ordeal took place, which is this is some bullshit. I changed it. This ain't some gossip, slander. It's a dang shame. Like, we even in this situation in the first place. So I'm trying to make it seem like, you know, this is soap opera, but, you know, a brother, you know what I'm saying, have went off. And it's all about the spirit. The Lord really showing, because, you know, a lot of brothers ain't how, you know, we need to be in the spirit. A lot of us focus on the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff ain't what we think it is, man. You know, a lot of us ain't being who we think we being. A lot of us ain't a lot of people ain't who we think they are. A lot of us ain't, you know, who we think we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just the best mentality to have. You see what I'm saying? Like, and balance, I'll say. You see that? You know, it's because the scripture going to talk about, if a man thinketh he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing as he ought to know. You know, because men really get wrapped up and caught up, and us just, you know, we know how we just know what's going on, and a lot of men forget what it's about. It's about being a man of understanding. It's about being promoted, man, because we've been demoted right now. You know, it's about actually being on point. You know what I'm saying? So once again, a wise man shall promote himself to honor with his words, and he that hath understanding will please great men. So it says, man, that's tough. It say basically what ended up happening. You know, a brother went off. Brother, people, you ain't seen it. You know, this is some bull. This is the bullshit. The elder apostle Tahar, he did a video in response to the elder apostle Ramlab, in response to the brother that went off, and basically, it's crazy because the whole sequence lined up with everything that happened. You know, this way. You know what I'm saying? With me and the brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'm with the brothers that's, you know, I label with, you know what I'm saying? Us over here, you know. Anyway, but we in the same spirit, so, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, obviously, you know, even though we're not GMS, you know what I'm saying? We got GMS. You know, ain't no GMS banner over here. We ain't pushing that. You know what I'm saying? We pushing the doctrine. It's the correct doctrine. You know, GMS pushes the correct doctrine, the true doctrine of the Bible, the doctrine of our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Bashmi outside. We're in on that doctrine, so we're in the same spirit. There's only one spirit. You know, it's only the elect. There's no real such thing as, you know, these camps and all that. That's just for the time being, man. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the family is the elect, the 1/3, man. Anyway, and then eventually Israel again. You know, no more northern kingdom, southern kingdom. Nonetheless, so that ended up coming out, and the night or the morning before that happened, I had this dream. You see what I'm saying? And they were saying how in the video, like, you know what I'm saying, brothers going off and don't got no understanding, and, you know, brothers not, like, it just didn't make any sense to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically how it was going about, you know, the measures that should have been considered, that's there to consider, but wasn't considered, to where that wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? And that just ties into the dream. You see what I'm saying? Like, being a man of understanding, like the men that try to, you know, Elder was saying, not being too deep, man. You know, being one deep, not being too deep. You know, and you so deep, you know, you underwater, you immersed the wrong way, man. You know what I'm saying? You immersed the wrong way. You know, you're drowning in something else, man. You know. So I say, a man of a wise man uses the tongue of the wise, and you use knowledge right. you know, because it's really all this prophecy, 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 prophecy. That's what's at the forefront. But nonetheless, there's still other things we're supposed to be speaking of. You know, men is supposed to be getting they damn minds right, man. You know, how I didn't teach one teaching prophecy 24/7, man. You know, that was always, you know, the chief thing, because that's the chief, you know, thing to covet prophecy. But nonetheless, you got other factions or facets of this ministry. This ministry is like a diamond, and there's many facets, or a cut stone. You know, there's many facets or facets, however you want to pronounce it. You know, faces to it, man. There's one stone. You know, there's one doctrine. There's one ministry. You know what I'm saying? And neglecting that reality, you know what I'm saying? You end up missing out. You end up pretty much leaving yourself ultimately to not be a man of understanding. You see what I'm saying? Just because you in the classroom, just because you got the book, just because you a Hebrew Israelite, just because you flip to the page, you can't ignore all the other things, man. Like the sense of urgency the elders pushing, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men is just not people. A lot of Israelites in general is not. They're not looking at these things like this. This is life. This is real life. You know, like Yahushua, when he had to cut the Pharisees, he wasn't talking to them always about prophecy. He was like, yo, y'all need to get y'all heads out y'all tail, man. You looking this way and you're not even right, man. You know, we're supposed to be talking to each other. There's a lot of fucked up mentalities in this truth, man. Amongst our people, period. A lot of messed up mentality, man. Nobody want to actually becoming Hebrew Israelite, man. It's just caught up in things, man. Like the fad of what's going on, phases. I don't know, man. But nonetheless, that's basically what happened. And it was something else too. So go figure, I had that dream and then this come out. And then the night before having a dream, before I went to sleep that night, me and the brothers was talking. We had like a little council amongst ourselves about how you don't want to be this dude. You know what I'm saying? You know, brothers know what I'm talking about, man. So yeah, that's basically that, man. This is Iraq 20 and 27. A wise man shall promote himself to honor with his words. Everybody trying to get honor and be promoted, but it says it's gonna be done with your words, man. And go figure, the right words didn't come out. But anyway, it says, and he that had understanding will please great men. You know, and the reason why you want to have understanding, because it's when you comprehend something, you can see what's beneath, not just surface level. You see, if you know all this prophecy is coming to pass, like, well, how are you? That should show you, like, you only got so much time to get yourself together. You know, you can't be walking around, you know, with certain crazy mentalities and still twisted and messed up and fake, man. You know, the prophecy is dealing with a sand clock, man. You know, and if you ain't right by the time that sand clock run out, your ass grass, man. Hey, what was told? We was talking about that. You know, go ye out in Matthew 25th chapter, 10 versions. You see what I'm saying? The 5 wise and 5 foolish. The 5 foolish eventually gonna ask for understanding, man. At the end, see that oil. You know, what actually makes this thing whole? Like, you got the lamp, but you ain't got the oil. You see what I'm saying? Like, you need all of it. You need all the faces to the stone so it can be a whole stone. If I knock a face off, it's not a whole stone anymore. See that? And that face I knocked off could be the most important part, which is understanding. You see? know, Sirach 20 and 28, he that tilleth his land, you see, and shall increase his heat, right? And he that pleaseth great men shall get pardon for iniquity. Oh yeah, and when you pleasing great men, pleasing is first off, you gotta ask yourself, well, how are they great? Because it could be great as far as meaning in the amount, or it could be great as far as you know, the top men. Because the scriptures talk about how you ain't gonna stand amongst mean men. You got different greats. Like you got Great Britain, which is once Grand Britain. Here go great. The definition is great. Great. It says of an extent, amount, you see, or intensity, considerably above the normal or average. You see? So significant, extraordinary. You're gonna be able to, you know, ain't nothing more pleasing than someone that got understanding. You see, that's why everybody was in awe of Solomon. They will come to hear Solomon's words, as the scriptures say. Because why? He had understanding, you know. Yeah, 1 Kings 4:34, and there came of all people, see that? To hear great men, to hear the wisdom of Solomon from all kings of the earth which had heard of his wisdom. See that? That's what's pleasing. It tell you that I want to say that's in Sirach, the 17th chapter, how a thought, let me see, it's like plastered. Let me grab that scripture real quick. My phone's out. I thought of Sirach 22. All the y'all brought some shot. It's 17. It says what? A heart settled upon a thought of understanding, right? So somebody thinking upon a thought that was that had so much understanding to it, man. A mindset that had so much understanding to it. It says it's as a fair plastering on the wall of a gallery. You see, that's pleasing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's muse. I think that's what musing is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you want to be this great, you know, in all people, in all of you person, but you know, you're not, that ultimately gonna come down to you having some understanding. No one wants an idiot. You know, level one, you know, add shit all the time, man. It says muse. Yes. Who preside over the arts and sciences. Synonyms: inspiration, stimulation. You see, people go to the museums to muse. That's why it's museum. You see, it said a person who or personified force who is the source of inspiration for a creative artist. You would go to a museum to get stimulated, but it said you ultimately get that. You know, pretty much museums hold these canvases that come from thoughts and understanding, which is why people go to them, because they say what? In Sirach 22 and 17, a heart settled upon a thought of understanding is as a fair plastering on the wall of a gallery. So this is it's something above going to actual museum. Yeah, going to listen to Solomon, right, was like going to a museum, observing somebody move with understanding. You see what I'm saying? Be tactful when they need to be considerate. Not just know the breakdowns, understand the breakdowns, but just be of understanding, period. That's the most thing. All right. Now, I'm about to go to please real quick. Woo, and that take me to Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Let me grab that real quick. Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Pleasing. Satisfying or appealing, right? You know, so you're going to be satisfying and appealing to men of understanding, like a painting, man. Your thought, you're having that understanding, having thoughts of understanding, mentality of understanding, actions of understanding. And that's what was shown to me in that dream. This is Iraq 2, and it's just a dream, to my own horn. It didn't really happen anyway, but nonetheless, Lord gave a vision, a dream. This is my time. I actually wrote that in the root. Bear with me just a moment. Yeah, man. If you wanna be, you gotta have an understanding, man. So that's basically, I just wanna close this out, strong. That's how the God is. Yeah. Okay, let me just go ahead. All right. Do it like this. It's Baruch 4 and 6. It says what? Matter of fact, 4. It says, "O Israel, happy are we for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us." And that's what? Thoughts of understanding, man. So going back to the point, Sirach 20. Right, Sirach 20 and got that. And 27, a wise man shall promote himself to honor with his words, and he that hath understanding will please great men. Right? He that tilleth his land shall increase his heap. Right? And he that and what's the heap go back to? How Esau is heaping up gold and dust. Gold is the dust, man. Silver, raiment, you see? And he that, and that's our spiritual, which will manifest carnally, transfer over to carnal, carnal riches, man. So it says what? And he that pleases great men shall get pardon for iniquity. See that? So that's it, man. Hey, that's that. Ultimately, if you please in great men, you're bringing out thoughts of understanding. You're bringing out actions of understanding, and that's satisfying. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's ultimately how you're gonna get pardoned for your iniquity, man. Pretty much. I'm gonna close out the point proven. All right. The action of forgiving or being forgiven for an error of offense. You see, so if you make the wrong move, a mind of understanding will know how to come back and correct that. And then that's ultimately how you get somebody to say, if I do wrong, I ask for forgiveness, or I say sorry. That simple, action of understanding is what to grant me, and then I go on to be forgiven. That simple action of understanding is what actually granted me, you know what I'm saying? Or even put me in a position to be forgiven. You see, and ultimately forgiven for what all the, wrong shit you have done, So with that, I'm gonna give an honor, praise, and glory to Heavenly Father. Lord, definitely be sure, man. This thing is not no damn game, man. So with that, shalom.